Amorun wen kagana ageno ya mun wutie mabe huri ni ning mana huri ni ninga. I hope you're all keeping well. Now there's something that I want us to talk about. I know that at the moment we're learning a lot about the Luo people and like learning a lot about ourselves, and something that I wanted to that keep coming in my mind to share with you guys is that why we the Luo people are where we are right now, or even perhaps why African countries are the way that they are and the Western world are the way that they are. Now, what I wanted to talk about is the importance of recognizing who you are as a person. Okay? I'll repeat that. The importance of recognizing who you are as a person, or knowing who you are as a person, and why it is so important to know who you are before someone else find out who you are. Now, the perfect example is, for example, let's just go with Africa, before I even come to us Luo people, and then maybe on a personal level as well. If you look at Africa, the reason why the European, let's just say the European, the reason why the European were able to come to Africa and deceive our ancestors to sell their own people, okay? Because slavery, it wasn't just like Europeans, taking people by force, but there were also like African people that were selling their own people, okay? Now, the European came to Africa and they saw the resources that Africa have that they don't have in Europe. I'll repeat that. The European knew exactly what Africa have and what it would mean for the future before the people living in Africa, us, our people, our ancestors, before they knew before they knew how beneficial those resources are, gold, everything, okay? Now the European came to Africa and they saw that, and they took everything. They took our people, they made them work for free for many, many years. They took our gold. Now most of our gold are actually in the UK, okay? They're in England. You'll find them in America. You'll find them all around the different part of the Western world, And the main reason this thing had happened, it was because the people, our ancestors, they did not know who they are or what they have in their country. They did not know how to use those resources, and what they gave African for their gold. Some were even saying they were given timber, wood, okay, for gold. And had our ancestors know what Africa have and how to use it, or maybe to think of the future and how beneficial it can be for the future, perhaps African countries wouldn't be where they are right now. But of course, the European knew what we have before we knew what we have or who we are. Now I'll take it back again. Now let's just talk about also now the Luo people. That's just an example. That's just one example. Now let's just look at us the Luo people, okay? The reason why we the Luo people are all in different countries. Now if you do your research, you'll see how the borders were divided, okay? The Acholi of South Sudan was separated from Acholi of Uganda. But before, there was no actually Uganda and actually Sudan, it was just one. The Anywa of Ethiopia and the Anywa of South Sudan, they're divided. Before, it was just one, okay? And if you look at the borders between Kenya and Uganda, the separation, it cuts off the Luo. So all the division that took place within East Africa It was to separate the Luo people. Now, why is that? Why do you guys think how the borders were divided was to put the Luo people, to put our people in different countries, to make them a minority, or at least not the biggest group, okay? We were separated that way. And why was that? Again, that is people knowing our power, knowing us before we knew who we are. You see, when somebody gets to know who you are or what you are capable of, or the gift that you have, the gift that God has given you, they will take the chance to destroy you, to destroy everything that could make you see what God has given you or what gift you have, what you are born with. And that is why it is so important, even for your personal level in life, it is vital to make sure that when you have a child, because it starts from even just being a child. I'm not a mom yet. I'm not a parent yet. And hopefully one day I'm going to be a mom. I'm going to be a mom soon. Soon. Yes, it's soon. I'm going to be a mom soon, right? But as a parent, you need to be able to train your children, okay, to discover who they are. Now, one thing that I myself, I am so lucky with, I come from a family where I wasn't treated differently because I'm a woman. My dad gave me the same opportunities that he has given my brothers. I went to private school. I attended school. My dad had, my mom, they had the vision for me to do well and to be great and to be the best that I can be without any limitation. And because I had all this freedom, I can dance, I can sing, I can do that, I can do anything. Because I grew up having all those freedom, it was easy for me to discover who I am before someone else does it for me. And had someone else discover who I am before I did, they would have destroyed it. They would have taken that away from me. And that the advice I want to give each and every single one of you, for those that are parent, or for those that are going to be parent one day, for those that are spiritual mothers and spiritual fathers, okay? Let your child discover who they are early before the world does it for them. I'll repeat that again. Train your child to discover who they are before the world discover who they are for them. Because when you bring a child in a way that they know exactly who they are, if the world come on them, they're going to be ready. Because the moment that child discover who they are, they're going to build a wall around the gift that God has given them, around the training that you have given them as a mom or as a dad. They're going to build a wall around that. So now when they head out to the world, they will be able to stand firm. Because the gift that they have within them is guarded. If a child grow up without knowing who they are and they have to discover themselves in the world, if you let the world train your child, if you let the world get to know who your child is before you do, problem, chaos. Their life is going to be chaotic. Okay? Their life is going to be chaotic. So, and have you ever wondered sometime in life why you find so many people hating you, so many people teaming up, so many people trying to bring you down? You see, that is because some people, they have the ability to see someone else's gift or someone else's future before that person does it. And then the devil get inside of them to try to destroy that person. You know, to destroy that person. You know? Now, if you are experiencing that, you have a gift. If you have a life where no one is talking about you, no one is coming after you, your life is just numb. Your life is just steady. You're not doing something with your life. I'm going to tell you straight up. If you don't have people coming after you and trying to destroy you in one way or the other, talking about you, gossiping about you, doing certain things about you, I'm sorry, but you are not doing anything useful with your life. And if you are going through those moments where people are trying to attack you, just know that God is taking you somewhere. And when God is taking you somewhere, Satan sends his agent to try to pull you back. And even if you want to be a better person, they'll be like, oh yeah, remember last year you did that. Oh, remember in 1990 you did that. Oh, remember when you were in the womb, you said, mommy, you said, nyeh, when you're in the womb. Because they want to what? To pull you back while you're trying to go forward. And that's the exact same thing that has also happened to us Luo. We, the Luo people, we let the people around us, we let other tribes get to know who we are and our strength and what God has given us long before we did. So they put us in a situation where we are now powerless. Because they discovered who we are before we discovered ourselves. They discovered who we are before we discovered ourselves. When people are attacking you and you don't have the strength to move on, it's because the people out, the world out there discovered who you are before you discovered yourself. So how do you avoid that? You do avoid that by looking in the mirror every day, knowing who you are, knowing your weaknesses, knowing your strength. Let me tell you something. Had I not known who I am, there's certain things that I learned the hard way, by the way. Had I not know who I am, I wouldn't be alive right now. Like right now, as we speak, I would not be alive right now. But I built a wall, especially last year. I built a wall around me. I built a wall around me. And inside that wall, it's only my family and my close friends who love me, who cares about me and my well-being. Everybody else out. Everybody else is out the door, you know? And that it's so important. It is so important that moving forward, especially we as the Luo people, now that we are here without a country, like it is so important on a personal level to know who we are before the world discover who we are. Train your kids, my Luo people, train your kids. Train your kids to know who they are. Train them to be ambitious. Let them sing, let them dance, let them read, let them do drama. Let them do everything that they want to do. By doing that, they'll be able to discover who they are. By doing that, they're going to have confidence. So train your kids. Train yourself. Speak to yourself. Communicate with yourself to develop the best version of who you are, or the best version of who your child should be, who your husband should be, or your wife should be. It is your duty to discover who you are as a person before someone else discovers it for you. It is so important to discover who you are before someone else. Because the moment they do, we are living here with Satan. He's going to send his agent and they're going to come after you and they're going to try to take away your little sunshine. But when you build a wall, when you discover who you are and build a wall around it real quickly, nothing. You'll be able to stand firm. And then you'll be able to shout, Luo ye, hara, Luo ye, hara, Luo ye, hara. Anyway, my brothers and sisters, that's what I felt like sharing with you guys today. And if you watched the video and you got here this far, share this video with your friends. Share this video with your family members. Share these videos with your enemies. Hey, let your enemies know that you know. You know, it's 2023, baby, and we gotta move. We move. We move. Let's do better. As always, Amaro Wunweng, Jokma Malo bed kedwu, Erkamanu, una poch Dutch, Kori cry, Anapoya mad deck. Bye bye.